Polly and me are relaxing on the couch today.
Cutting some trees. Nick's got a chainsaw. He's about to go cut down that tree. I'm just kidding. I'm cutting the edges off. I don't want to hear. Ugh. There we go.
Look how cute. John did so much work today that he's worn out, and naturally, Polly is totally okay with that.
Alrighty. We have not done a lot of vlogging this week because nothing's really been going on. It's our last week before we start school again. And so we've mostly just been sitting on the couch because we can and watching a lot of TV. Yeah, just hanging out. So that's really why we haven't vlogged a lot, because we haven't had anything really going on. But I'm going to make myself a snack right now. There's something I saw on Pinterest for a peanut butter dip for fruit. And so I've got a couple of apples. And basically what you do is you get whatever fruit you want to dip. And then you get some Greek yogurt and some peanut butter. Like so. Creamy peanut butter. You don't want your dip to be all chunky. And then the other things were some cinnamon and some honey. So I'm going to grab our honey that we have. This I think we brought back from the family reunion. Actually, it's organic. And you do some cinnamon. Okay, so that's what you start out with. And we're gonna make this today. See how it turns out. Alrighty. Let's see how this tastes. It tastes like peanut butter ice cream pie. Not that many people are gonna understand what that means. But it's the pie that I ask my mom for every year for my birthday. Because it's amazing. And I just found out what it is. Alright. Peanut butter, vanilla Greek yogurt, honey and cinnamon. And now I'm going to cut up some apples so I have some apple slices to dip in it. Although I would just like to eat it by the spoon because it's so yummy.
What is this?
What do you think?
That's amazing. What is it?
It's the peanut butter dip. It's got
Peanut butter with...
Greek yogurt, peanut butter, honey, and cinnamon.
Holy smokes. It's delicious. I approve.
Figured out a way to get John to eat healthy things. First I got him to read, now he's gonna eat good stuff. Okay, so Polly has started doing this thing where if she feels that it's time for her to eat, she'll sit there and stare at us and just start going. Over and over and over. Like, she's really trying very hard to get her point across. She yells at us, she runs over us, and now she'll just sit right in front of us going. It's really funny. Jamie, you have to make this dip. It is delicious. So John and Nick did a lot of housework the other day. They kind of teamed up and they did a little bit of work on our house. And then they did some work on Nick and Ginny's house. One of the first things that John did this summer was he pulled the carpet up off this front porch because it was nasty. But what that left underneath was a bunch of this glue. See? So he literally has to take this thing and just scrape at it until it comes up. We're going to try and find something where he could like maybe sand it down, because the other day when Nick was over they had this solvent that was supposed to just like melt it so that you could scrape it right up, and it did for like a split second, but then it hardened again, and so it was actually pretty useless. So we're going to figure out something to that. And one of the things we've learned since we have come here is these holes that are along there. Those are actually from our termite guys. Since we have wood siding and termites are kind of a big deal in North Carolina, what they do is they drill down around the house and then they insert like, I don't know, like termite repellent or like a medicine to keep termites away. So yeah, termite repellent. But they inject it down into the ground all the way around the house. And they even do it in the concrete, and they're supposed to fill it, which we didn't even see this until he pointed it out, but you can see where they filled it on the sidewalk, where they filled the holes all the way down, and we didn't even realize that. We didn't see it at all. But up here, since the carpet was there, they didn't fill those, they just left them. So when the guy came out the other day, he said they would get some people out here to fill those up because they really shouldn't just be holes. And then another thing Nick and John did when they were working here was we had this like bush right here that was planted here, but it grew all the way up here and was hanging over our roof and just kind of touching the house. So that wasn't really a good thing. So they cut it down, they pulled up the roots, and now it is gone, and we just have empty space to our little side yard here. So yeah. He also did some, or I guess John did some trimming in the back. So our house is slowly but surely going to come together exactly the way we want it. It will take years, but it will get there, and then we'll probably move. Somebody gave us a guest bed, which is awesome. Right, Polly? She's not so impressed.
Is that queen size?
I don't know. Here, let's lay side by side across it and see if it feels queen size.
No. Not yet.
It might be. Why don't you use, you know what? Be a man and use your tape measure.
Genius.
Actually, it's my tape measure, but sure. Do that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So the whole reason we are really getting this bed, besides it being nice to have a guest bed, and why we're setting it up in the bonus room is that John's younger brother Sawyer is going to come down and live with us for a little bit. So he'll be here in less than a month, and you know, he needs a place to sleep besides this couch or our blow-up mattress. And so yeah, we're kind of designating this as his living area while he's here. It's kind of separated from the rest of the house, so we'll have a little more privacy. And it's got this door to the outside, which we can, I guess, get a doorknob and a key for. We don't even have the key for the outside, which is weird. But that way he can come and go kind of as he pleases and be slightly responsible for himself, like an adult. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sweaty.
So I'm setting this up?
Yes. Dang it.
You're so sad. So if anyone knows of an actual box spring, that'd be great.
Box springs are overrated.
Sure. Woohoo! Sawyer has a bed! Awesome. Sawyer shall be sleeping in the corner. And John's even testing it, Sawyer, to make sure that you don't die when you lay on it. Although now he might never get up. Ooh, if I don't like him, I can send him to sleep out here until Sawyer gets here.
I'll go to that thing.
Oh yeah, he would much rather sleep on this couch anyway. So even when Sawyer is here, I can kick you out, and you can come and sleep here, next to your brother.
You have a sleepover.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Good mattress?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Come here. Come here, Polly Polly. Okay, so this bed is all made, except for we don't have pillows. So we'll have to do that. But it is ready for someone to stay.